Hello, everyone. Welcome to another stream. Welcome to the new moon. So today we're just going to take a few minutes before I start doing readings, and we're going to invoke the moon's power and take that power in and let it flow through us. So just take a minute to breathe through the mouth. Hold it. Release. Release. In with that life force. Out with that negativity and those blocks. Big deep breaths. Hold it. Release. I want you to focus on that moon. And that new moon. It's time to set new intentions. Allow the moon's power to guide us in the right direction. Feel that energy. Our body's starting to tingle. We're connecting. All right. So to make today even more profound, right? It's new moon. I was reminded by someone who watches me, it's a client that I've talked to before. Her name's Melissa. She reminded me. Let's see if she's even in here. But Melissa Riffenberry, this goes out to you. You reminded me of the new moon. As soon as I connected it, and I just did a meditation the other day, so it was a light body activation. So I've done many in a while, but basically invoke the higher self and show me about the new moon energy, and everything's just kind of been working in sync. So basically, I do a card for all of us, right? I pull a card before we go, and just kind of for my own action as well. And so I shuffle the cards up, and I lay out a card, and I get this card, the new moon. So that tripped me out. This just happened a few minutes ago. Spirit is definitely connected. We're all connected. I think right now, that's the new moon is basically about new beginnings, setting your intention, trying something new out, like kind of switching it up a little bit, changing things up. But really, like starting your new projects right now, it's a good time to start new projects, whether that be business. It's a good time for love. I think it's important because it's in a Cancer moon, the new moon in Cancer, that we deal with our emotions properly, that we're able to purge them. We did have a purging here within my family on Saturday, and it helped. I think it was just quick, came through. When it comes through, when you feel that energy, like just things feel uneasy, you're probably dealing with that new moon, that Cancer new moon energy. So basically be able to express and open up and, utilize that new moon's energy. So we've just invoked that power of the new moon. So you should feel that magnetic pull. And I'm feeling it. So anyway, that was a pretty cool experience because as a psychic and what I do, I need that confirmation sometimes. I don't care what anybody says. I need the confirmation just to continue to know that I'm doing right. That I'm actually doing right by people and giving them good direction and being able to be that open channel to allow that spiritual energy to flow through in those messages. So it does matter to me, not to lead anybody in the wrong direction or project too much on them that they start doing that. I don't want to be a guru. I'm just basically doing what I do and showing you how I do it. And hopefully you can be inspired and do it for yourself, whether that's for others or for yourself, or both. That's really my main goal, is opening up people's eyes and opening them out to their higher self, and how much power, getting them to understand how much power they actually wield when they're willing to accept it and allow it. So allow that new moon energy to come in, allow it to guide you, right? Don't be afraid. No fear this month. No fear with it during this moon cycle, especially. And it'll lead you in the right place if you're setting the right intentions and making the right plan. But it's time to pull the trigger in a lot of new projects, is basically what the Cancer new moon is talking about. To flood all that net, that energy, that crap, that muck that we kind of let build up in our souls, in our auric field, purging a lot of that. Sometimes it takes, expressing yourself, talking about it. So that is our card for the day. That's pretty cool. So I am doing readings. Let me put my banner up. It's got my, if you'd like to send it, I will give you a 3-card reading. You go to the top of the list. Let me send you the address to that. Where is it? Right here. So scrolling below, if you'd like to leave a tip of anything you want. I mean, it can be $1, $100, $1,000. That'd be awesome. Whatever you want to leave. It's your choice. It's up to you. You will be put to the top of the list, and I will give you a more detailed 3-card reading. But for the most part, this is just kind of showing people, giving people kind of weekly guidance or daily guidance, or sometimes way out further than that. So let us. Awesome, Dip. Good to see you back. I'm glad you're back. Nothing to fear here. It's taking a while. So please share this if you can. I think I'm coming through okay, but if I'm not, there's going to be some little glitches. Oh, Marisol Gomez. Okay. Well, I'm glad you found me. You should have sent me a message. I would have done it for you. That's one that I didn't see, but I'll do it right now for you. And thank you for the donation. I think it was like $10, wasn't it? 15, I can't remember how much. But thank you very much. So let's do Marisol Gomez first. All right, Marisol. These are good cards. So the first one is the lotus flower. Lotus flower represents the blossoming, right? The blossoming of life, the perfection. So really, I feel like you are kind of going through this place of awakening within yourself. Not that you weren't awake before, but I feel like your eyes are being open to a lot more. Your heart is being open to a lot more. new feelings, like stronger feelings than you've ever had before. It's feeling life 100%, not hiding from it. So you're going through like this transformation phase. It's not really transformation, but it's more of an evolution, right? There is some transformation involved in that, but that perfectly matches up with the lotus flower. Kind of going through this rebirth. That's the best way to attend, and learning to thrive within your life. And it is paying off. So people. And your last card is Dawn, innings. We talked about that with the new moon. So it's a good time to set your intentions and really go after what you want. It's time to start some new projects. So if you have something that you've been thinking about doing, it's time to get in and get going during this moon cycle. Doesn't mean you can't do it later, but I feel like if you do kind of not act on it right now, it will be delayed down the line. If you wait on it, the longer you wait to do anything and put any action into it, the longer it's going to take, right? So right now, the time is now for you to really step forward and really move into your power, whatever that is, whether it be through career, new project of any kind, love, live it fully. All right, and it's time to do it. The time is now. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. Okay, let's see, it's cutting out, which means, yeah, the network's having a little problem today. No big deal. Let me see if I can get it to fix it a little bit here. Just take it down. Come on, baby. It's a little slow, but it's working, I hope. All right, I hope that's a little bit better. Yeah, the network is today, and I'm trying to go like this, frame rate. I'm trying to drop that, which is still someday. That's just the way it is. You don't have to donate to get a card. No, I think somebody just donated though, and you will be put to the top of the list. So a lot of the times, I do end up answering a few, but I mostly answer those that have donated. So it depends on how the day goes, how many people donate. It really how it depends, what it depends on. Let me see here. So Donna Tehan and Debbie Marie Dorman both donated. Thank you, Debbie, for your $3. Thank you, Donna, for the $2. Let's see here. So we're going to go with Donna Tehan first. Am I coming through a little bit better? And yes, thank you. Thank you for sending that donation, Debbie. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Let's get up here. Good. All right, so Donna. All right, your first card is lightning. That's your power. So harnessing that power, I feel like you are starting to harness your power. You are starting to utilize it. Be careful with it. Be responsible with it. All right. It is something that, when not used properly or used because of lack of knowledge about what you're doing, just be careful with your intentions, because your intentions and the way you speak and the way you think, because you have kind of harnessed more of your power, that manifestation really comes out into play a lot more now. It's a lot more intense. So understand that we think what we create, what we think, and what we speak. So that's very powerful. Just know where you're guiding that intention and that power. Okay. Second one is perspective. So really being able to kind of see all angles, and be able to put yourself in another perspective in all situations, or any questions you have about anything. Make sure you're looking at all sides, and your intuition will tell you, because there's so many half-truths out there, right? Even science, I mean, there's a lot of theories, there are a lot of half-truths. There's nothing set in stone. We have to find these things to be evident ourselves, right? So it's important to keep things in perspective. I feel like you're on the right track, but you're starting to allow more. And it might be getting a little bit intense. I'm feeling it like in my chest. So that solar plexus is like, it's like beaming energy right now. So be careful with that. All right. And it can be used for good. I mean, that energy is a force, but we're all part of that force. If you have a negative attitude towards something, you're going to put that force right on them. But if you're coming from a more positive or a place of love, that's what they will receive. And you as well. Fast is a purification, so cleansing. It's time to, I don't know if you take a fast, or maybe do some smudging around the home. But I feel like you're kind of naturally going through this purification, right? A lot of this has to do with just the way things are going anyway. But aid in that. It's like aiding that force again, right? So you need that healing, and you need to cleanse. So if you aid in that, you give it that much more power, instead of just letting the universe do it, right? Because it does, but you have to accept it. You don't have to, but I feel like putting your own little ritual into it, whether that's saging or lighting some candles, or even taking a bath with some candles around it, whatever makes you more comfortable, and wherever you feel like you need to cleanse. Drinking water is a big one that will help cleanse you. Spring water, not purified. Purified means something unnatural was put into it. So, yeah, that is your reading for the day. For now, really the best course of action. Try that direction and see what happens. It's like that's your best possible direction, and I think you're already pretty accepting it for the most part. All right, let's see here. On to Debbie Marie. Thank you, Dan. You need to send me. I don't see your live streams until they're done, so you got to. Jen, send me your live stream. Send me a link. I won't mind. I'll share it. Let me see here. I'm trying to find Debbie Marie. Did you have a question, Debbie, or did you just want me to give you a general? Oops. Is my connection still doing? I mean, that's old. That's actually not that old. Ah, is it still doing funky stuff? It looks okay on here, but yeah, the lips and the sound might be off. That's weird that it's not working. It's on like 380 FPS. Am I still breaking up a lot? Or is it just the words are off from what I'm saying? And if you would like to book a reading, if I have trouble dreams, go to my webpage at www.psychicshaman333.com, and we can schedule there. You can book and schedule if you leave the word third eye, number three, RDEYE, all in caps, during the book or when you're in the cart, right? The pay cart. If you enter that, there'll come a page that asks you to enter a coupon code. They give you 25% off. So let's see. So Debbie Marie, I'm going to do your cards now. If you can hear me. Trying to get down to, I can see you, but it's just slow. All right, let's do your answer. Video is on YouTube? Huh. Yeah, I don't finish this. I'll do a couple more readings if people are, like, get to everybody here. All right, so another good one. Debbie Marie, these are for you. I feel like you've already been awake, but there seems to be like an alarm of like calling to action. You want to make sure you have all facts and all of your feelings. Follow your intuition. It's and don't resist that, right? Don't resist that natural momentum that's building. Allow it to grow more momentum. All right, so next one is the emergence. So this seems to like right. Just a few minutes ago about holding a rock and feeling that ancient energy, and that will help you ground. Or anything really heavy helps. Just helps you kind of ground, and I feel like that's where you need to be right now. So too far ahead of yourself is really the message. You're very welcome, Donna. Aaron Gold. Okay, let's get you. First, notice you sent a message, and I can talk to you right after this. I'll give you a card for now. Lotus flower unfoldment. So, this is that new moon energy, right? Now it's time to really be yourself. It's time to kind of let that out. Don't be afraid. Don't hide yourself for some people because they may not like it. Speak your truth. Be your truth. Live your truth. And what you feel closest to yourself. Let's see who's next here. Yeah, Debbie, I just gave you a reading, and you might have to play it back. You're very welcome. Okay, you got it. I'm glad. Please tell me it's all worth it. All right, Gina. Mavrocordados. You're in Cyprus. Please tell you it's all worth it. Well, I'll tell you what you get the shaman card, so that's ancient healing wisdom. You are kind of in this place where you're in that shamanic energy. I feel like it is worth it, right? That's the basic question of where to go, yes or no. When I'm looking at this card, this is like a lot of healing, so you're probably doing a lot of the healing yourself to others and all. So yes, I do feel like it's very worth it, and there's a lot of things that you can look at, and so that is your card. Thank you very much, Gina. All right. $5. Thank you, Sharon. Appreciate you. If you have a question, just go ahead. It should be coming a little bit smoother. Breaking up a lot still, really? The monitor seems to be, my lips are going different from what I'm speaking, so it's a little bit lagged. I know, and I'm at the lowest, so I can't do, there's nothing else I can do. All right, Sharon, let's see. Yeah, I'm not talking right now. Can you guys hear me now? Try one more thing, might help that. How's that? Is that better? There we go. You guys hear me now? I was muted, sorry. I'm still good. You guys are good. Good. I've got to do Sharon Futrell's name this time, and then I'll get to you, Judy, or Judith. I am looking for Sharon Futrell. Let me know you're still in here. Hey, oh, hey, somebody, Parasite, OG, come on now. You could just do a live stream on your own. It works, you know? But you got to do that. Oops, and I put him up there. Sorry. I think I got him blocked. All right, this one is for Sharon Futrell. I'm not seeing you, so I'm just going to give you the reading. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong camera. First one is volcano volatility, right? So watching, like I was talking about earlier, with that new moon comes a lot of those emotions rising up. Allow them to come up, allow them to erupt. You're going to feel better. So this may have already happened, or maybe it's kind of in the process of happening right now. So really, you see that whale coming up out of that water. So that's that release, right? That's that coming out of breathe. You're really kind of starting to see things for what you're following your intuition. You're listening to yourself. You're not taking anybody's word for it, but unless you're resonating with it, right? And understand this is only the beginning. This is the iceberg card. You can see it. Let me see if I can shade for you so you can get a lot of outside light. There we go. So if you see that's submerged, most of that iceberg is under the surface. So right now, you're just getting started. That's basically what this card's talking about. There's so much more. You have so much more, but there's a lot more to come for you as far as understanding your true potential. So thank you very much, Sharon. Whatever I did, I fixed it. Okay, it's got to be my camera then. It's probably been weird ever since. If next, find her. Judith McNeil says, "Will my trip?" That's a simple enough one. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Let me see if I can shade it a little bit. Getting too much outer light here. Stillness, allowing yourself not to. You're getting too worried about things, and people don't fully understand right now, especially with this. Our manifestation powers are getting very, very strong, so we need to be very careful of where we're thinking. Worrying will create negative outcome. Things going well, but it's important that you do as well. All right. I hope you enjoyed that card, that little reading. Sharon Cole. Okay, Sharon, I did do a reading for you. It's just you might have to play the video back at when this is over. You can play it back. I'm going to be ending it here pretty soon, so just going to do a couple more here. All right. So Helen Laopoulos. Let me see if that can focus in. Milky Way, you see that? All right. So really, what seeing that there is a lot more to be explored that you haven't explored, and it's your mind keeping yourself open to a lot of other ideas. That is your card for the day. Yeah, Helen, go to my website and go. But for right now, I'm just doing kind of one card readings, just little basics. All right, Lynn. Whoops. Did I get the right one? All right, that one is for Positive for Life. Yeah, let's give you a card. And I'm going to get you two next line. Or Lene. You're very welcome, Sharon. Thank you. Thank you for the tip. Thank you for the donation. All right. Positive for Life.
You got forest, so breathe. What that's telling you, really what I'm picking up is like anxiety or over worrying again. Like I was just talking about with Judith, like overthinking things too much to a point where you need to be able to get yourself to that place of none of those kind of emotions. They're just, you shed them away, right? Ascend that frequency, get that frequency up. And I feel like going through to nature, connecting and grounding will help you do this. So really letting go of a lot of worry and breathing. Don't forget to breathe. All right, line, here we go. Renee. He got his hand raised. I like that, Maddie. The guy's living with their hand raised. I like that emoji. All right. So, Lene, you got the wolf. Follow your instincts. Follow your path. Really, don't doubt it. Sometimes it seems like we get a loss of energy. We kind of lose. It feels like a loss of faith in with the direction we're going. But when you follow your gut instinct on it, you usually never go wrong. That's your higher self. That's your higher wisdom. I feel like you get a lot of that through that gut instinct of things, right? If it doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. There's a reason for it. Maybe look into it a little bit more. All right, Lene, that is your reading. Let's see. What we got next? Nas, how are you? All right, Maddie. You're welcome, Lene. Maddie Duarte. Do you have a question or just general message? Awesome. I'm glad you liked it, Lene. You got the desert vision quest. This is about really taking trips, traveling, but more of traveling from the inside, with the soul. So you may be having dreams. This feels like vision quest, so a lot of visuals. I feel like you want to follow or listen to those, but don't get frightened by some of the ones that you do see. Could be future events or something you're seeing. Understand, all future events can be changed by the way we act now. If we see something ahead of time, then it's really important that you do. But you are going through like this journey of really kind of self-reflection and really finding yourself a lot more, like understanding yourself. And that's really what that vision, that this card is representing for you. So that one was from Maddie Duarte. Nice. Very cool. So you got the message from that last reading. So that's what I try to explain to people too, that I may not get to you, but there might be a reading that I'm giving in here that does resonate. If it does, that's your reading. That's how we talk. We're collective consciousness. That means we're all connected. Our consciousness is all connected to one source. So if you're getting a reading, and maybe I'm giving it to somebody else or putting somebody else's name up there, maybe a question you were probably asking, if you feel that synchronicity, it's probably a reading for you as well. That's just how it works. All right, Nas, I'm going to give you a reading because I know you asked a card. Blessings, the rainbow. That's always a good sign. I feel like you are able to kind of see all sides now. There's some things that are really unsettling, like things that you may have followed that you're going, you kind of shed away some of those old beliefs that really don't mean anything to you anymore. And I think you're now kind of entering a new phase of your depth of self and your spirituality. So the blessings are there. Ask for them, right? And be grateful when they come. Hello, Mary Alice. Good to see you. Oh, Devat, I will get you next. Good morning, Deb Stevenson. New Zealand, eh? Very cool. You're very welcome. Excuse me. All right. So, Devat, you got nurturing, Gaia, Mother Earth, centering. You notice the theme coming here, the grounding, a lot of the grounding happening. Of course, it is partly the Earth magic cards, but really that's important right now, I think, is your grounding and kind of staying grounded. Also being able to make decisions and thinking them through before making them, not making quick decisions. All right, Mary Alice. We'll get you one more, and then I think I need to go for now. I've got a few messages that have, it's like some people are interested in some readings, so I need to get to those. But thank you for being patient and dealing with the first part of this live stream. Looks like I figured it out. Looks like it's my camera, so won't be using that camera anymore. All right, DNA, karma. So be careful what you're putting out there, but also realize you're kind of reconnecting with that ancient side of things. You're like connecting with that and calling on, maybe invoking that energy right now would help you. Looking to the ancestors and understanding what part, of this life and this whole thing, you are in it. You are very important. Remember that. You are part of a collective, which is all of us and the all. But understand, you play a very important role in what you do. Don't stop doing it. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much. Happy new moon in Cancer. And I will see you all on here in the next few days. We didn't do a shamanic journeys last week, so I'll probably try to jump on here this week with one of those. If you have any guest ideas for shamanic journeys, let me know. If you have any guests, please refer me to them, because I'd like to kind of bring on a whole wide variety of people. Anyway, if you do want a reading, please go to psychicshaman333.com, and you can go in there. I think it takes you right to all the pricing and rates, packages first, because I was getting asked how much things cost. So that's the landing page now. So there's no question, right? Every time I send you my website, just to make it easier on all of us. But anyway, y'all have a great week. Set that intention. Remember, it's the new moon. It's time to start new projects. That is the reading for all of us for the day. Much love to all of you. Have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Peace and love. Have a good one.